So,
And
okay. So any other question in the last? Now we have completed almost more than 25 minutes.
so, yeah, I would like to take your consent one thing. So that video will be part of my YouTube video. So will that be okay with you?
Of course, no problem. You can upload on your YouTube
Yes.
channel.
And
Yes, good morning.
yeah. So how are you? How is your day going so far?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. My day is going well, pretty usual. So what about you? How's your day going so far?
Yes, I'm splendid and blissful because everything is fine here. And today you made my day actually because I have been trying to have a conversation with you since I have tried to learn this language because you have known to me very longest period of the time. So today is my best day. I think that.
Oh, thank you. It means a lot to me. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. So how do you manage, Jaffer? Like, as you said that you like it's been long time back when you used to study, but now you are speaking good
Mm.
English. So and you are a driver as well. So how do you manage both things together, learning English and doing driving? How do you do that?
Quite subjective question for me as well as because
Mhm.
I have been practicing since 4 months. I was getting the some foreigner people, and sometimes I operating as a unit and entire my journey. Actually, I was trying to speaking with them in English as much as possible for me. So it's kinds of learning method that trigger on my life.
Oh, that's great to know about it. So, like nowadays, you are running your YouTube channel as well. So, like, what about the driving? Is like how many hours do you give for your job nowadays?
I don't have any company because I drive only the owner's car. So it's not only depend on their timing schedule because suddenly if they will call me, so I have to go there. So, and when I return back, so just maybe I will take rest sometime and then they will send me again. I think that it's very tedious because
Okay, that's great. Okay, nice to hear that. So, would you like to ask
uh,
something to me?
I have lots of questions for you. Nowadays, you are quite familiar with all the people. And I think that you are a intimate speaker, so I would like to ask you one question: that when did you start your YouTube journey, and how did you learn this language? Yeah.
Okay, thank you for asking. It's really interesting question. When it comes to my spoken English journey, I started 3 years back. It's like the date 29th April 2020 when I was back to my hometown due to COVID-19. So I had a lot of free time and spare time to work on my communication skills. So I came up with an idea that I can work on my spoken English skills. So it's been 3 years. And about the YouTube, when I started speaking a little bit better, or I was able to like express myself on camera. So after 1 year, I had started my YouTube channel in 2021. So experience over YouTube, it's very nice because I did conversation with a lot of trainers and a lot of people and YouTubers. So always I'm getting new experience talking with the people from all sorts of backgrounds. Like they are IT professionals, they are in teachers, they
Mm.
are into several professions. So it is a great. And if I'll talk about a spoken English journey, so I started practicing 3 years back on platforms like Buddy Talk and Halo, Ace
Mm.
Fluency, and Clubhouse, P Engrage, this kind of applications. I used to talk with the strangers and I used to improve my English. So that's how I got improvement.
Okay, you have. I think that you have already reached to your accomplished. So, are you familiar with the practices of mindfulness? I would like to ask this question because I really believe that you have already reached to your accomplished. So your journey, mindfulness is the state of being. Mindfulness is the practice of impresses. I think that so. Now you are practicing, or you have already completed your practice. Anyone asks you any unfamiliar question, so how you would like to define yourself like that? Yeah.
If I'll say about the practice, I don't feel like it's enough. Till now, I'll have to practice a lot because nobody is perfect. And there is always need
Yes.
for improvement because this is language. because you'll have to learn whole life. If I'll talk about, you are from Bengal, so your native language is
Uh,
Bengali, but you can't say that you know everything in Bengali, right? The same with English.
right,
It is
absolutely right.
second language
Uh,
for me. I am a native speaker of Hindi, but sometimes I am not able to present myself in Hindi as well, because public speaking and communication skill is totally different from speaking any language in your home. You're comfortable
uh,
speaking Bengali in your home, but if anybody will invite you to speak on a stage, then it will be very difficult for you to speak Bengali from there. So the same with English. Nobody's perfect. I need a lot of practice till now. So that's why I do conversation with the people who are better than me, or I can learn a lot of things from them. So I'm able to express myself, but sometimes if anybody is going to ask a very typical question, maybe I'll get stuck. So I'm
uh,
improving nowadays, and there is of course a space for improvement. Till now nobody's perfect, that's what I believe in. I must say, I talk with the people whenever I get chance to talk with the people from states, from kingdom, people from English speaking countries. I like a lot because I'm able to learn a lot of things from them. Apart from this, I nowadays I'm focusing on grammar or mistakes, common mistakes a bit, because I'm able to speak. But what happens when you are speaking, you make mistakes unconsciously, even though you know that you don't want
uh,
to make mistakes, but it happens because you'll have to speak in, like, instantly and immediately, so you will not get thoughts, or maybe you will not get right words. So for that, I'm always preparing to become better.
yes, it's a good answer. And one thing I would like to mention here that when I complete one session with one YouTuber and any tutor, so after watching the recording, so I feel that it's not good and it was not perfect the communication skill, because when I was in my school, so eighth grade, so I was completed my English exam and I was thinking that I have done better. But when I got the result, so it's only 13 marks out of 100. So it's same like as it is. So I have prepared a lot, and maybe I will ask you some questions, but recently I'm forgetting everything. So it's quite happened with our journey because we are so beginner. So can you give me some instructions? How can I overcome this thing, and how can I maintain myself that we have adequate educate knowledge that I can express my thought, and I will be maybe if it will present in front of me any situation topic and superstition topic, maybe I will be answer those type of questions. So it's not to be more formal. So how we will be more formal in this situation?
Yeah, as I already told you, it doesn't matter that you have a lot of knowledge. If you have a lot of knowledge, then also you'll not be able to present yourself on camera, on a stage,
Hmm.
or in front of somebody. So it's difficult because you'll have to speak instantly. So if I'll talk about, this is a learning stage. You are also learning, I'm also learning. Being a human being, we should learn always. Okay. Being a teacher also, we should be a student always. So what you can do, you can be consistent, you can make more and more conversations with the people, and try to observe yourself. Whatever the feedbacks you get from the people, try to work on that. Of course it's difficult, I
Yeah.
know, like it's been very long for you, you left your studies and now you are continuing your spoken
Yeah.
English journey. So you, there are lot of nuances of the language, technical things, that some exceptions are there, even though you know that sometimes you will be speaking correct, but according to the grammar you will say that is exception and that's not correct. So it
Hmm.
happens. So what is the solution? That you'll have to make conversation as much as you can. You can read some books if you want, if you like reading, if you get time you can read sometimes. So these are the things, and consistency is the one of the most important things for anything if you would like to improve. So if you're consistent, you'll be able to become confident. But if you are missing your consistency, for sure you will feel lack of confidence, low self esteem. So that's what I will recommend you, to be consistent with this journey. And apart from this, what's that I say to the people, that listen, watch and talk as much as you can if you would like to become better in this language.
Would you like to ask me any questions? Do you have any questions?
Yes. So, what kind of challenges do you face, or have you faced when you started your spoken English journey? And what was your thought process in those days? Why have you started?
Now I'm not facing a lot of problem because when I was practicing, so that day it was my plenty difficulties with the grammar and vocabulary and accent also, because I really believe that pronunciation is influenced with our mother tongue. So that's the reason I'm trying to make a pronunciation is very good way, because if I will familiar with a new word, so I try to figure out the pronunciation as well, as because pronunciation is needed and mandatory to convey your message to others, because those are going to listen to you. So it's going to more impact in your communication skill. And now I'm facing the problems with the difficulties because not having the accuracy, because sometimes I felt the grammatical mistakes, but it's sometimes happen with our slip of tongue, like that, because lots of time I have organized myself that I miss article and preposition and conjunction, and sometimes main verbs I quit while I'm speaking to in English. So yeah, but it's most important thing that I'm not following the consistency because I don't have much time. It is totally hard time to learn this language. You have to make a conversation with the daily basis and practice. So it's kinds of remorse for me that I'm not getting the proper time to my practice and enhance my communication skills. But I have learned a lot of things from your video. You are the one of my best favorite speaker, and I would like to say Kavita Divakar and Karishma Chauhan and Rulal Tak, Mr. Kabir and Anand Raj. So I have been following them since a long time because they are using sometime unfamiliar word and some critical vocabulary. Noted down and try to incorporate with my sentences. So it's my tricky process, and I have, you can consider me to that I have a good dexterity with the vocabulary, with the watching movies, watching podcast, like that. Yeah, this is the tactic I am following. Yeah, Ashutosh.
Oh, that's great. Of course, it's wonderful. That's what I said, because listening is very important for the language. This is
Yeah.
the natural method to learn a language. How we learned our native language, like you learned Bengali, I learned Hindi by listening to our parents, our neighbors, because we have the environment of our native language. If we will create an
Yes.
environment for English as well, so it will be so helpful and it will be so easy for us to speak English, right? So, and
Mm.
what do you expect from yourself in this language? Where would you like to see yourself in next 2 or 3 years?
So many time and several time that I would like to see myself as a intimate speaker for all over the world, because in our local area lots of people are educated and they are not getting the privilege from any other platform, because maybe I know that I'm living in a countryside area, even they don't watch the clapingo and Englishiari. Maybe they have not made them, and as a result, because but even they are taking classes from English medium school, but they don't know how to speak in English. It's my hard effort to reach our completion. So definitely in future I will achieve more, and if I will get my succeed, so then definitely I will going to help them people. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. You have a great mindset to help people. So another question goes to you: how much time are you able to spend for this spoken English nowadays?
No, nothing, because only the conversation. And when I going to bed, because always I'm physically condition is like drowsy sometime, because I have suffering from lack of sleep. So I need to take a nap sometime, because I had better to go to bed always, because if I will take any leisure time, I'm not reading anything and I'm not writing anything. Yeah, only I have one notebook in my phone. So if I will get any new fuller, so denote my phone, then I will practice. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
got it. So that's why you don't make conversation with the people a lot. And the second thing, how do you feel when you are not able to give time to spoken English? If you are too busy with your profession, like in driving, and if you don't get time to watch videos and talk with the people, then how do you feel?
So it's my miraculous that I'm feeling like that, I'm going to heaven like that. Yeah, because I never expect from my childhood, but recently I have been practicing for 4 months. So in this 4 month entire my journey, I have got a lot of person and a lot of friends, a lot of people in surrounding me. They are well educated, and if I will think about yourself and some people, some intellectual people, so I remorse that I have never done anything for my life. Yeah, it's my regret something. Yeah.
Don't no, don't think about it. It depends on our financial conditions as well, and it depends on our family background as well.
uh,
That everybody
yes.
can't be an engineer, everybody can't be a pilot, right? Because if we have money,
Yeah.
we can do a lot of things, but sometimes we will have to take hard decisions due to our family as well, and we leave our
Yeah.
studies. So it's not the same for everybody. So money matters a lot.
Yes. Yes.
When we are a student, we think we can do a lot of things, that we will be doing like this profession, this one. But when you will understand the situation of your family, that we are not rich and it is very difficult for our parents to go for higher studies, so yeah, don't regret, be positive, whatever you can do, because you can't change your past and you can't change your family background, right?
Yes. Yes.
But you can change the situation right now. You can work hard on yourself,
Mm.
and you can do something good for your life and for your family now, right?
Yes, Ashutosh, because one thing I know very well that now all the fathers are conscious about their descendants because
Hmm.
they know how to spend time for their descendants. But in our time, so it was quite different from other people because my clan or my line is always thinking that education will not give me anything. So that's the reason always told to me that you have passed 10th class, no need for higher education. So you have to just do something for maintain your family. So that's the reason I quit everything related to my studies, and I have started to earning money. So, but now I'm comfortable.
But now, of course, even though you are thinking about yourself, so it's so good. And there is no age for learning. You can learn anytime, whenever you want. So,
And
okay. So, any other question in the last? Now we have completed almost more than 25 minutes.
so, yeah, I would like to take your consent one thing. So that video will be part of my YouTube video. So will that be okay with you?
Of course, no problem. You can upload on your YouTube channel.
Yes. Thank you
Okay,
very
thank you
much.
so much. Many,
So,
many thanks to you. It was really,
uh,
really nice talking to you, and all the best. Keep practicing. Don't care about the past, care about your present, whatever it is. Like, it happens because everybody is not from the rich family. So at least you are able to do whatever you wanted to from your childhood. So you,
yes,
like, it's really
yes,
good thing that now you are able to interact with the people from all around the country, not from your state only. So
yes.
it's a wonderful thing. So thank you so much, and
Okay,
all the
thank
best, and
you.
keep practicing.
Thank you. Thank